Round Potrero Valley is where they were trying to take over this valley and set up their camp. The residents up there got together. They thought they couldn't fight the huge multi-billion-dollar company and that was trying to take over their valley. The community got together and they were able to stop them in Potrero. They thought it wasn't possible. They thought that this mercenary army would not be able to be stopped. They thought that everybody was for it. Then they started talking to each other and realizing that indeed they weren't for setting up this mercenary training camp in East San Diego. That was March 7th, 2007, they pulled out. I'm sorry, 2008. Next month, we discovered a secret facility in Otay Mesa. They had opened it up under false names. They opened it up under the names of Raven Development, Southchild Engineering, and others that were completely different from Blackwater. But indeed, it was Blackwater setting up that secret facility. I got word of it from an email from a anonymous tipster. Went down there and indeed they had set it up. The community was against it. The city of San Diego was against it. And they said, no, you're not just setting up some air conditioning units and stuff that you had on your permit. Indeed, you're setting up a training facility for mercenary soldiers right next to the border. Why? Because they want to get border security contracts and make our border less secure. Why? The less secure it is, the more money they can make by acting like they're securing it. This is a problem, a philosophical problem with companies like this. If they make money off of war, if they profit from war, we're going to have more war because they make more money. It will go on forever, just like the war in Iraq. It's going on forever because these companies are making a profit. The city of San Diego said no to Blackwater. We don't want this in here, and in fact, we're not going to issue your permit. Blackwater took them to federal court and said, no, we're going to force you to issue our permit. Well, with billions of dollars behind them, they were able to force the city of San Diego to give them their occupancy permit. This is the facility that Southwestern College has agreed to use for their shooting practice. And Blackwater desperately wants them in there because that will purify their name. Now Blackwater changed their name from Blackwater to ZXE. Why did they change their name? So that people would not know what a terrible company they are, that they have no moral standards, and that they feel like they're above the law. They don't answer to the law of the Code of Military Justice. They're not part of the military, and at the same time, they say they are part of the military, and that they're not subject to any civilian laws. This company came into Southwestern College, and they said, this is a no-cost contract. However, the college agreed to pay them for their work over there. They agreed to a gag order. The board was not able to talk about their agreement without a written approval from Blackwater. The board said you could use our conference rooms here on campus for anything you want. Why did they want those? For mercenary soldier recruiting. So the law enforcement training that Southwestern College was acting like they were doing has turned into something very, very bad. It's not to train the police or the sheriffs. It's to train mercenary soldiers for Blackwater. So they can take part in torture, extraordinary rendition, and who knows what else across the world. This college has engaged with a mercenary army, Blackwater. Blackwater is an army that you do not want to support. They are here on campus because they want to act like they're good boys, and that you should say yes. The people that would normally be going to police academy now can go to mercenary army school. Mercenary army school supported by Southwestern College. They have dragged their feet for months They have said we can't do it. There's no other place. Citizens Oversight went out and our Stop Blackwater volunteers, and we found other places for free with the Sheriff's Department where they could have their shooting range. Southwestern College lied about this. They said they didn't have these facilities when they did. This Board of Governors for Southwestern College is in bed with one of the worst mercenary army firms in the world, Blackwater, and it must stop. We cannot have our public institutions in bed with Blackwater.
So here's the chance. We're people. This is why I might you can't ignore it. 2. Blackwater must go, right?
We're the people. 1. You can't ignore us. 2. Blackwater must go. 1. We're the people. 2. You can't ignore it. 3. Blackwater must go. 1. We're the people. 2. You can't ignore us. 3. Blackwater must go. 1. We're the people. 2. You can't ignore us. 3. Let's go. Now, Blackwater is a mercenary army firm. It makes its money off of insecurity. The less secure that we are, the more war that we have, the more money they make. This is not what we want for our law enforcement. You want to have private police, private firefighters? That's what they used to have in New York City. They would let the buildings burn down and they would fight over who gets to go raid the building. You can see that in the Gangs of New York, the film. It doesn't work to have private security. Firefighters need to be public. They can't make money on burning buildings. Why? They'll burn them down. They'll start fires to take part in taking care of it. You can't have border security privatized. Ask the Mexicans about this. If it works to have the black coats down there, the brown shirts, what happens to them? They become the drug cartel in no time. This contract must stop. It's gone on too long, and we're here to say no. This Bush administration that we just got rid of was evil. They went into war for years and years with their friends from Halliburton, Blackwater. Now it's called Triple Canopy. These people making money off of this war. It's never going to stop until we take the profit out of it. Having Blackwater on Southwestern College campus is wrong, and it must stop. We're not going to stop until we get it out of here. The issue is on the agenda tonight. Whether Southwestern College is going to continue their disgusting contract with Blackwater. It's issue number 10. If you would like to speak on it and say how you don't like this issue, or maybe you like it, but I'm not going to encourage that. You can speak on it any way you want. It's number 10. You have to put a card in advance to get a spot to speak. Little yellow card. Anybody can say whatever they want. They have delayed this. They have said that at first that they liked it. They like Blackwater. They compare them to law enforcement. Or the military. They're not. Blackwater is not law enforcement, and it is not the military. So hopefully this board has come around. They're tired of seeing the protesters here each time. They're tired of hearing me complain and everyone else. The community is what does it. It's the movement against Blackwater. It's a movement for peace. It's a movement for sanity. It's a movement to get out of Iraq. To stop the insanity in Afghanistan, the profiteering going on. Yeah, we're going to be hearing about why we should be over there, and we'll be all convinced. But get this, usually it's false. Usually